All
By the
right.
way, Alex, your mic does pick her up, which is fucking hilarious.
Mine actually picks up Nini.
Yes,
I'm
yours
gonna.
picks up Nini. I
Jesus.
could hear it like echo.
That's terrible. Well, that's the first thing recording's gonna hear. Welcome to the last session zero. I'm Megan. And for this campaign,
Oh,
at
this
least.
is oh,
Yippee!
this is being recorded. Shit.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
It helps me with note taking. By the way, yeah, no, like the Google Doc, I'll be updating throughout the sessions. So, yeah.
Bet.
So yeah, fuck. It's almost started like in a month. We start this thing fully, and I'm not sure if I'm ready, but fuck if I haven't put a lot of time to make sure I am. I mean, are you guys ready to get into this? Ready to do these?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Within the 5 years the Primera Alliance is established history, after the Primera Revolution, things have not always been so peaceful. Things have been turbulent, disagreements have been had, as often do with people with different ideas. The undead have plagued, and sometimes people have gone missing. Many, most notoriously by sea, some by land. In these tragedies, in these disagreements, though, some things can aspire to give hope to the future, even when they seem dour at first. And today is one such tale as walking through the path between Lumina Village and Ravencrest is a young woman who appears to be on some sort of a journey. Essiya, I would like you to describe your character as I put
Goodness.
on your theme.
Oh, I forgot that you have themes. Um, we see a scrawny, pale, a little bit taller than average height, um, elven-looking woman. She has black hair with a purple sheen and purple eyes. And as I said, she is scrawny and looks rather nervous. Um,
And that makes sense. After all, this is the first time you've been out of Lumina Village in a while. The masters of the Sun and Moon temples there, since you've been on pilgrimage, you've been trying to change a little bit of your path, trying to be more of a healer than what others or other things might have had you been. As you're traveling, uh, the first thing I want you to do is roll me a perception check.
oh my. 16?
Something, a little glint of metal catches your eye in the road in the distance. Like it's like sunlight reflecting off it. It just caught your eye just right. Do you go to investigate it?
Mm, yes.
Roll investigation for me.
Righty. That's a 10.
Eh, that was the DC. You find an elegant broken rapier. All you find is the hilt and part a bit of the blade. Just what's weird is let's see how much you know about this. Roll a history check as I describe the blade. The blade itself has a bit of a purple guard to it with elements of more brass embrittlement that should look like it should have like aged with time, yet it hasn't. With a bit of a black leather grip, and the pommel of two draconic wings, miniature on the side. The wings themselves are built of more of a silver nature to it. Let's see if you
Okay.
roll history. Yeah, Essiya never read books, so that makes sense. You have no
Obviously.
idea, like, like what kind of make this blade is or how old it is. It looks new despite it being broken.
Hmm. Well, she's she's intrigued, so she's gonna She's gonna hold on to that.
As you pick it up, you hear in your head, "Bye, good."
She looks around, thinking that maybe she didn't just hear that in her head.
There you are. There am. Words, not wor. Works, not words. Works, not words. You don't hear an echo. It's definitely coming in your head.
All right. Well, she looks down and she's like, just absolutely befuddled. Are are you talking to me?
I am silent. I am silent to me. No, 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 no. You are talking. You speak me. No, 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 no. No, no, no. General, the enemies approach. Approach, recommend killing all traitors. Yes, yes, traitors kill. Kill. Why kill? Why
Maybe
kill?
not. No, no. We're not gonna kill anything. Maybe I should have left this where it was. Um. She looks around, trying to see if whether or not she can find, like, maybe any other
Roll an investigation.
pieces to this. Is it another investigation?
No. Oh, yeah, investigation. Yep.
Righty. That's a 21.
Complete, incomplete, pleat. We are pleat. Yes, we are pleat. We are pleat. Yes. You can't find any other pieces. Even with the 21, there's nothing in the nearby area.
Okay.
Pleat, unshattered, unforged, reforged. Yes.
You need to be reforged.
Reforged. Yes, we are reforged. We must be unmade. Unmade. We were unmade. Oh, so clear. So clear.
Um. I will work on that. And she, like, in her head, she's thinking, I don't want anyone else finding this.
Work.
Is
The plan will not work, General. Traitors all around us. Yes. Slit throats. Slit. Who are you?
me. Um.
Me. Yes, I am unforged. Yes. Me is unforged.
Okay, so you are unforged. And I am Essiya. Although I think the name unforged is a little.
Yes. You. I mean, we are. Yes.
It's Essiya.
Yes.
We'll work on that.
And as you do that, I want you to roll me another perception check.
Alrighty. That's a 10.
It was not that hard.
She's
Again,
too-
you guys know what the reason was not that hard. You hear like it's a bit more it's a bit more distant, but you do hear "Take the warning," and then you hear a shriek of pain. Do you go to investigate?
Yes, stealthily.
Okay, roll stealth as we're gonna cut to others before you see what you see.
That's a 17.
You definitely think you're stealthy.
God damn it.
I'm just dropping that now. I'm gonna be doing that kind of shit all the time. All right.
Yep.
We move on next to a young tiefling woman wandering the same forest, though in a different direction, in search of something more direct. As Sylphin, I would like you to describe not only your character, but your little companion.
Okay, so, Sylphin she is a tiefling who has this, like, rich purple skin and these, like, piercing blue eyes and dark blue hair. Her horns kind of. Her horns are not big, but not small either, healthy middle, but one of them is intensely cracked. Like it could shatter at any moment. She wears kind of farmer's clothes, like a longer kind of like skirt that's very muddied around the hem. Her tail pokes out very much from the bottom of it, so it's certain she has a very long tail. But she seems stressed. She seems out of breath. Um, and accompanying her is a small little creature resembling that of a cat. Very fluffy with like long black tipped ears, but noticeably it has very large, almost void like black eyes and wings, much resembling that of a moth, as she frantically searches around this forest, and her voice kind of echoes as she just calls out a single name: Gideon.
Yep. Indeed, you have good concern to be worried. After all, your young avian companion, never has been known to be missing. Like, sure, he's a teenager, sometimes he can be late, but it's been a few days, and it's clear something must have happened, because usually he's a very devout, very, like, reliable sort of chap. I use the word chap, so there we go. As you look, you do feel your companions, your moth cats, feelings, like as they are able to convey feeling to you, you sense a bit of anxiety, somewhat worry, but a bit of an optimistic hopefulness in their demeanor. You can get a kind of all that in your head as you like kind of feel them move around, just looking, tilting their head to kind of look for this for your friend as well.
She leans against a tree. She's panting heavily, and she looks down at her little friend, and she goes, I don't know where he is, Sabbath. I don't.
Like it's kind of scruffing its head and like looking a single direction. I'm gonna roll something for Savage because I would say that creature is a little bit intuitive. Would you say like a Savage a bit intuitive?
Yeah, he's very he kind of like helps her find things around where like her little sanctuary a lot of the time. He knows what he's doing when he's searching for something.
As he's looking around, like just kind of like trying to like not give up hope, you notice you feel an intentiveness, a focus, a direct focus as his ears perch up and looks to a bit more northern west of a bit more of a northwestern direction to you.
She looks in that
It's
direction.
you feel from them a sense of familiarity, certainly like they recognize something, but you also sense a bit of anxiety, fear, nerves, something unfamiliar, something dangerous. The way you're feeling it, it's not like a wild animal. That sense would be more of a danger, but more of a controlled substance. This feels something else, definitely something different.
She she scoops Sabbath up and places him kind of like on her shoulder where he likes to perch, as she looks in that direction, and she without a shred of a doubt, she trusts Sabbath with all of her being as she just starts going in that direction, continuing to call out this one boy's name.
As you're about to calling out names, Sabbath actually moves like to the top of your head and puts his tiny little hands over your mouth, and he shakes his head.
She she gets the message as she tries to look at if there's anything that could be setting him off.
Roll a perception as you get closer.
Perception. 17. Oh, that's GM. Hang on.
Yeah, you gotta reroll. That's the rule in this
Yeah, I
one.
will.
You gotta reroll.
Yeah. 18.
Okay. Quit your whining! Ah! You hear Gideon's voice in pain. You hear like like a spit of a something, like definitely a kind of impact, but you definitely hear like the cry of pain. What do you do?
She her heart starts racing as she quickly ducks behind a tree, a very large tree.
Roll stealth check.
Oh god. Nat 20, let's go, baby!
Okay, you and Sabbath are just like you're one with nature. You know how to hide in a fucking tree.
She,
Oh.
she is anxious. Like, she is one to be very anxious, and she is off the charts right now.
Yep, you definitely think you're stealthy.
Yeah.
Anyways, but before we get to that scene, we're gonna cut to two traveling companions coming from more the center of the Promera Alliance, as you guys have been on the road for a few weeks now. As Shell and Matt, whatever order you wish, describe your character. Z.
Soda cans first.
The soda can is first. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Shiny before beauty.
Standing at about 6'7", with loud metallic clunking footsteps as they move, is a metallic man with very little facial features except for two circular, vacant-looking eyes, brass-looking sculpted hair, and ornate detailings and engravings all over the face. Seems to be wearing a suit. However, the suit has been built in to his style, I guess. Instead of regular shoulders, there's these sort of ball joints, as well as on the elbows and at the knees. A big sort of purple bow tie-esque, deep purple waistcoat and a long flowing tailcoat.
Alright. And next, Shell.
Next to him, you would see a little green thing, about 3.5 raccoons tall, like a goblinish amalgamation. Very, very neutral features. You can't quite tell what's going on there. They got a fat tail that just kind of thumps as they walk, and ram kind of shaped horns that curl upwards, um, poking out of their really short red hair, and red eyes to go with it because it's cool. Um, their skin is like an olive green tone. They wear like well worn, pretty comfy clothes with like random black oil stains all over them. You also see across their shoulders is a leather holster that holds a small metal gun just under their arm. And then trailing just behind both of them is a little small ship cannon on wheels, a little metal bow tie. He just
Okay. You two have definitely been. One second, let me. Okay, my mic's working. You two have definitely been traveling for a few days now, as you know, you left Torkar City like a few weeks. You guys have been seeing some new sights, especially for you, Chronos. I would say that like you haven't left the city that often. Like this is the most immersed in nature you have ever been. Up to you on how much he would and wouldn't know, just on a base knowledge level. As for you, this kind of takes you back to some days when the United Orders were still in power. You would be on the move a bit, so some of these trees, while not exactly the same, they would have a sense of familiar nostalgia to them, if that makes sense. As you guys walk, you guys can walk and talk as much as you wish. I'll let you know when it's time to roll a perception check. Your destination is Balor's End, as, you were asked to come to the tinkering school for what was discussed in that letter.
Yes, I remember.
So yeah, up to you guys.
Kronos is just going to look down at good friend here and sort of pipe up, and you'll notice as he does start talking, there's vents on the side of his face that sort of open and close, and as he talks, there's steam that comes out, and that's what creates the vocal sound. So as he looks down at good little goblin friend thing, he's just going to ask, have you managed to work on that personality chip yet? That child should have been comforted by my presence and not run off crying.
Yeah, I've been working on it, but there's only so much I can do. We can work on it. We'll get there.
As long as we can have it sorted by the next town.
It should be done by then. Listen, I just need one more night of rest, and then maybe. No. Yes? No. I think it actually. Hold on.
No?
I start digging in a satchel beside them and pull out 2 chips.
As you do, your cannon begins to tap mockingly, like kind of dance mockingly, as if to mock your indecision.
If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna stuff you with a coconut.
Nick rolls up on its wheels, and with its like cannon, it like motions forward, like up and down, like as if to indicate try it.
I'm just death stares the cannon.
Nick like shifts to his flamethrower mode, and like a little light comes up. Not like a full burst of flame, but definitely a little flicker of light.
Turns around and flips them on his side.
You do so. Nick's now like wheelie like turtle, like puppy dog upsies.
They continue with the chip. They pull out 2 chips. And they look to Metal Boy. Anyway, here, kid. I got 1 of 2. I don't remember which one's which. But you can try.
Perhaps we try them both?
Done. Bend over.
Nick pulls
That's
himself up.
how-
Nick pulls himself up, and the flame gets a little bigger.
You shut up, you stupid metal wad. I'll fix you in a second.
He got up. Like he's fine. He got up. I rolled a check for it. He got up, and now the flame's even bigger.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think the indication is clear of what he's implying. I think the implication is very clear.
Kronos will immediately just like full torso tilt down 90 degrees like this.
Beautiful. Glad you don't need any oil in those things. They plunk the 2 chips in. What do we need to roll?
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. You need to roll an Arcana check because let's see how well you made those, and then that will determine if Chronos here gets disadvantage or not.
Oh no.
If they roll really well, advantage. We'll see. Yeah, I'd say this is Arcana because I can't think of
there we
any
go.
other skill. Okay. All right, Chronos. Roll a Wisdom check. Wisdom saving throw. My bad.
I
Wisdom
make
saving
my
throw.
shit.
Wisdom save.
Yep, Soft 20 saved you from a worse fate. A natural one would have been hilarious.
You're welcome.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna.
Oh. Why is that too?
Yeah, you gotta re-roll. Also, just to spoil this, a natural 1 on her thing would have initiated Get Funky mode.
Ooh.
Oh no.
It could still happen if you roll now. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no.
Chronos, you stand still for a moment after she uploads those. And then, suddenly, on like some little speakers you have, you guys hear some music you have never heard before. As Chronos, you are uncontrollably moving in a manner that should be called dance, and yet your programming says this is an abomination.
What is happening? What did you do?
Well, seems like a you problem. I make my shit good.
Bow, bow, bow,
You
bow,
update it from
bow,
you.
bow, 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 bow. Like you just like you don't hear this but Kronos, you hear this little like funky beat. Bow, bow, down, 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 and it is just in your head, and you cannot get it out of there, and your things are just responding to it. Maybe they're a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
That's what happens when you roll three. You managed to get control of yourself and like poop, like block them out of your system, and you are back to normal.
You good there, man?
He's just gonna stand there, sort of glitching for a second, before shaking his head. Yes, I am fine. Perhaps we shouldn't
You like
try
full
those again.
personality now? God damn. Okay.
I think
more
perhaps
days.
one.
Listen, genius, this good takes time.
How much time?
I told you, 3 days.
And as you say 3 days, both of you roll your perception check.
Ah.
You you hear it?
15.
You both hear it.
Holler.
Stop your whining! Ah! You hear that same sound. It seems like someone's in trouble.
It sounds like someone's in trouble. Perhaps we should intervene.
Yeah, I heard, I guess. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll go.
Nick does some donuts and then runs after you guys. As we go to the
Hurry
map.
up.
Now, I want you guys to, like, now, and Kronos, are you guys trying to be stealthy or are you just showing up?
I mean, we got a can with them.
It's always possible to stealth.
No selfless. Falls to the wall.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, balls to the wall.
Okay, so
I-
Essiya and Slyphin, before anything, before I ask you guys to see it, I want you guys to roll me a perception check to see if you see each other. And you're going against the cells you previously rolled. You do not see each other, funny enough. That's great. As you guys arrive on the scene, at relatively the same time, you see about 6 bandits, and in a cage, to the rest of you, you see a Arakakra, if not Alolan young teenage boy. Looks hurt, looks like he just got hit across the face, a little like blood streaking on his feathers. As Slyphin, you recognize that as Gideon. However, before you can act, Essiya and Slyphin, you actually see a metal man and a horned goblin with a tail running up. You two have never seen a metal man like this before. And you've definitely never seen goblins with horns, so this is just a weird day. As yeah, you guys see this. And the bandits notice you, the one who like has some blood on his sword. Oi! Who the fuck are you?
You!
Sorry, you cut out the first part.
What the fuck are you?
Entrepreneurs!
No, you're not.
They have crossbows aimed at you at this point, both of you.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna fight.
If you want to start an initiative, you can.
Yeah, pulls out their fucking gun. Let's go!
Okay, everyone roll initiative. No chance to talk now. Just roll it.
Hey, fuck you, that's my title!
Came to kill.
Oh, God damn it.
That's right, bitches.
Came to murder. Like, Sylphin and Essiya, you guys don't get a surprise round. Like, you get to act in stealth just on your turn, though, because of it.
Alright, then.
Yeah, so,
guess I'm
yeah,
rolling
Essiya and
initiative
Sylphin.
too?
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, Essiya and Sylphin.
Oh, man.
What's funny is that, like, you guys are, like, trying to think of a plan because you don't notice each other. You do nothing. Then you just see this weird horned goblin creature just pull out a fucking gun. And probably a metal man beside them, like, looking probably calm and dapper, but also probably thinking, like, well, okay, this escalated fast.
Let's go, Nick. No! Does Nick not have a token?
Yeah, they do. Cool.
Nick, my boy!
There, I'll put him on the map.
Thank you, I'm illiterate. He rolled a 17.
Alright, I'll add them. So yeah, this
Wonderful.
this escalated way more clearly than I was expecting.
I came here to do business.
You okay, Creechap? Sorry, baby. Okay. Well. Let's get you guys in order. So, as this... Yep, go ahead.
Do I roll an initiative for Sabbath, or
No,
does
they're
everyone
familiar,
just
so they
control
affect...
them on my turn?
You just control them your turn. Basically, they are allowed to give you the help action, or like you can cast spells through them as a familiar, but that's more or less, you know, they can't really take like combat actions.
Okay.
Your baby's cute. My
Yep.
baby's a weapon.
So yeah, you are first in the initiative order, because apparently you were ready to fucking murder people today.
That's fine, I hate you. I don't know who you are, but you're an asshole.
What would you like to do?
Shoot the first bitch close.
Okay, that front one, roll to hit.
What the fuck am I playing? Pistol! Pistol!
By the way, I have fun with this music. I feel like this is very, music.
Hold on.
Stop 20 hits.
Let's fucking go! Oh yeah, that's
Alright, roll damage.
Yeah. Ah!
Yeah, you just pull out your gun and then you shoot this guy in the fucking head and he just falls over dead. Like there's a hole
Fuck
where his
you.
brain used to be. That was your one action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Because I don't. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Anything else you can do on your turn?
Hold on. I can't think of the music. It's too baller.
Are guns
I think-
something we've seen before?
Essiya, yes. Sylphin, considering your past, no. So you just heard this loud, resounding boom noise, and then that guy just ended up dead. Like, it seemed like an invisible crossbow.
I don't know, they just run closer to the next one.
Alright, you have 30 feet of movement. Each square is 5 feet. Move there.
1, 2. Lost count. Whatever. I'm right here.
Okay, it's this bandit's turn. This bandit is gonna move. Now let me get a better view of the map for this. Look.
I'm gonna turn the volume down on the music. 'cause
This bandit's gonna move, and
little
he is
loud.
going to try and attack you.
No.
Can you turn the volume
That. Actually, wait, no, nah, I didn't declare it, so that's fine.
I built 4 times.
That is an 18 to hit you.
Oh, you shitbag. Yeah.
Alright, that hits. Okay. Ooh. That's going to be 4 points of slash damage as he swings down on you with his scimitar. It is now Nick's turn.
Hold on, let me grab my boy. My son! Where? Oh, shit! Hey, damn! Yeah, hit him with the flamethrower. Let's see.
So, the flamethrower is not really an attack. What that is...
I don't know. What do you want him to do?
Artificer is a new one. So what you have to do is, like, it puts it in a 15-foot cone. So, like, you would have to move Nick up to, like, you know, like, where he would be in 15 feet of these guys, and then they would need to make a dex save. Now, how much is
Oh.
Nick's movement speed?
Ah. Yes. 15 feet.
Okay, so he can move up to
He
15,
can
which
climb,
means
too.
so unfortunately he won't be able to get in range of anyone to flamethrower them, but he can force ballista them, which is he makes a small little eldritch, he makes like a small magical shoot.
Beautiful. He just kind of like is 5 feet behind at any given.
Well, unfortunately, because you ran ahead, Nick can't catch up with you. So yeah, you can...
He tries. He's just scoot.
Can you not move the token?
No. I did.
Oh, that's weird. I can't move it either. So yeah, he'll be right next to CHRONOS at that point, but that's as far as he can get with his 15 feet of movement.
You know, that's true. Oh, yes!
So yeah, you can force ballista because that has a range of 120 feet. I mean a little bit kinder with the explanation because artificers are confusing. They're a very confusing class. So yeah, you can shoot with one of them with the force ballista. So if you like to do that, who would you like to shoot?
The one that hit,
That'll be the one directly in front of her. So have Nick roll a eldritch. Have Nick roll a force ballista attack.
Alright, Nick. How do we do this?
Here we go, a 21 hits. So to do the damage, click attack on the chat screen right next to the 21, and then that will roll the damage.
Nice, sweet. Holy fuck! I can't make it work.
That's weird. I'll
Let me
just...
come up to
There, like, yeah, I was gonna make it work. Try click the attack. Like, left mouse button, the attack button. Let's see if that works. If not, okay, there we go. 10. So, Nick pushes, like, the cannon's so strong that Nick actually pushes the guy 5 feet back as he, like, is pushed back by the sheer power that's his cannon. Alright. That is all Nick can do. This bandit, because you just kind of ran in, is going to flank with this guy, so now he has advantage to hit you, That is a 19 to hit you,
Yeah, it is. What's my damage?
Let's see. That's gonna be 6 points of damage.
It's okay, I'm immortal. Don't worry about it.
Sylphin, yourself, so whatever you do has advantage. Yeah, you just see this. Yeah, you've seen the scene that you have just come across.
Where is Gid on the map?
He would be right up here. I'll make a little thing because like my token for him didn't work. He's right here. That green line just represents Gid.
Okay.
He's in a bit of a wooden crate, so like cage. So you know he's definitely captured. Looks like there's a lock on there.
Sylphie does not know what the hell's going on. A metal man just ran in. There was a loud bang. There's some cannon here. She doesn't understand shit right now.
You know this is the most
okay.
culture shock you've ever had in given your situation.
She is scared. She is on the verge of a panic attack. She doesn't know if this person's friend or foe. So
It's kind of fair because
she-
you just saw this crazy goblin attack these guys.
So, in lieu of the fact she does not know if this person is friend or foe, she's casting Entangle right here.
Okay. How much is the range on Entangle?
Range is 90 feet that I can cast it from. It's a 20-foot square starting from the point within range.
Okay. So
I'm
yeah, that
casting
quite
them-
literally affects everyone. 20 feet.
Yeah.
There we go. What save do they need to make?
Creature in the area when cast spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangled plants until the spell ends.
And what's your save DC?
14.
Alright, I need you to make a strength saving throw as, yeah, you're affected by this too. Wow, 2 of the bandits actually passed, but 1 of them failed.
Let's go!
Yep, you see vines going, you're like, well, what the fuck? And you manage to, like, just whack them with your gun, like, no touch.
Oh no, this hot.
Alright, the bandits managed to swipe it too, however, that did reveal your location, Sylphin.
That's fine. Sylvie doesn't understand anything that's happening. She's just she is still like in the tree. She still thinks she can't be seen, but they can see her now.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Chronos, it's your turn.
Okay. Chronos is just going to march in, look at this guy up and down, feel like, greeting. I am Chronos, combat-honed robotic operative noetic operating system, and you are scanning. Terminated.
What?
Yeah, get him, boy!
Yeah, it rolled a hit. Let's see, how well do you hit? You hit good.
24 to hit.
So, I believe you have a specific weapon, right?
Yep. It looks like he's just carrying an umbrella as he marches up, but as he holds it with both hands, out of the top of the umbrella comes a huge axe head.
Okay, roll damage, and you did not declare rage, so you are not in a rage.
Not yet.
8, you slash him good, but he is still alive.
Okay. What else? Can I do?
Welcome back to level 3, where you only have 1 attack.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. This bandit... he does not know you're there, Essiya, so he's smart enough to not run to the vine, so he's gonna run over here. He sees Chronos as the bigger threat, because now there's a metal man trying to attack his work acquaintance. Chronos, that is a 16 to hit you.
That misses.
It pings off your, like, metal hide. He's like, what the fuck? What kind of armor is that? Essiya, it's your turn. Needless to say,
Alright.
this situation has gotten chaotic.
Yeah.
Wait,
She's kind of panicking, but she does see that these two don't seem to like the fact that these guys were doing something to the kid.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she
Yeah.
can tell that that's a kid.
I'll show you guys the art of the kid.
Very
Yeah, she doesn't really like that part, so she's gonna be like, all right, well, since these guys are fighting these guys, let's get involved in this, I guess. I can do sneak.
Well, yes, because you're hidden. They have not noticed you, and to be honest, they're not going to be looking for anyone because, you know, this craziness happens.
Yeah, okay. So then, do I just?
You move up and
fucking
you
really?
attack with advantage.
Okay. So I guess I will, move to like right next to him, I guess,
Okay.
and then sneak attack.
Yep, you rolled a hit with a weapon. And because you are stealth and this guy clearly is not paying attention, yep, 22 hits.
22. That's 6 piercing. But wait, isn't this because it's a sneak attack? It's 2d8.
2d6. Now it should be in your sheet
2d6, okay.
under the attack stuff. There should be a sneak attack option. Just click that, like right where where your attacks are. Also, since you guys have now seen each other, I'll be saying you guys each other's arts.
That?
So yeah, you just show up and like you just sink the dagger directly into his neck before this guy. He's dead before he even realizes it.
Oh, whoops. And then she's gonna wait. 'Cause
And
she
now
can
you all
move back, right?
you can move back and
Or
bonus
no.
action stealth. However, you guys have now seen this woman, so yeah.
So yeah, she's just
Seeing this person, Sophie just turns to her like little cat companion. She goes, "Who are these people?"
Moth shrug.
shrug.
Moth shrug. That's all you get from that. Just moth shrug. Of like, how should I know?
Emotional support moth.
And yeah, Essiya, you get bonus action stealth, so roll another stealth check.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're hidden. You definitely think you're hidden. This guy's
Yeah.
restrained, and I believe he has to use his action to make a strength saving throw. So that's a natural one. So he gets himself more tangled up. This bandit's got choices. Let's roll an intelligence check. Guy is actually smart. He's gonna run up, and he's actually gonna aim his crossbow at Slyphin. That's a 17 to hit you.
That hits.
You take 5 points of damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw for you know your thing. DC 10.
11.
You pass. The vines are maintaining. Fuck! He's reloading his crossbow. It's your turn again. Now, I believe you have the gunner feat, which means you don't get disadvantage of hitting these guys with your gun within 5 feet of them.
yeah, put it to a 6. Hit him.
Which one are you hitting?
That one.
This one?
Oh, down.
Alright, roll to hit.
Again. 23!
Yeah, that hits them. They're bandits. And that, yeah, the guy who Nick hit, you shoot him in the head, and then boom, dead. Yeah, this guy's dead.
Where's Nick?
Uh,
My turn!
he's down there. If you see that glowing blue one, he's down there. Oh.
Asshole has made it up.
Now, he can move up, and he can hit the bandits with the flamethrower.
Yes.
However,
I can't move.
before he goes, would you like to move out of the way of the flamethrower?
Oh. Yeah.
That's me. Okay, that one bandit is going to have an opportunity attack. That's a soft 20 to hit you. That's going to be 6...
Motherfucker.
Yeah, sorry, man. Like, yeah. 6 point... They see you as the real threat here, because, you know, they think you're fucking crazy. That's 6 points of damage. That's 6 that's the slashing damage. But you're out of the way. Nick can move up his 15 feet next to Chronos. So, here's the interesting thing. One of these guys is restrained, so he's going to have disadvantage. You are burning albeit magical, but still some vines. Okay, if they fail, you're going to do double damage because they are surrounded by plant life. That's very fucking burnable.
Would that also break my concentration?
Yeah, it would, because your vines are being burned away.
That's like vegan barbecue.
Yep, so, they need to roll the thing. They need to make a saving throw DC 14, so... That guy fails. And that guy fails. Okay, so they're taking the full brunt of this. Oh boy, roll on 66 for me, if I'm correct. My bad. 48. Roll 48 worth of fire damage.
Where the fuck are the dice? Here we go. 8. 4. Yes.
So, miraculously, the guy who's restrained survives. However, he's now looking like Harvey Two-Face Dent. This poor son bitch right here in front of you, Chronos, just, he just turns into a charred mess. He screams in abject horror and pain until he just falls over dead.
Good night.
Alright, that is Nick's turn. Nick committed some war crimes. Slyphin! Yeah. Crazy.
She just got fucking shot.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to, wherever the arrow stuck in her, I guess, pull it out. We can really cool that it's an action, I don't care. I didn't plan to do anything this turn anyway. She is going to, without a care, run up to the cage that Gid is in, and just try to calm him down. When she herself is visibly not very calm.
Slyphin! What? What?
I'm here. Calm down. I'm
Persuasion.
Here. I'm here. Persuasion. No, they're both not calm.
Is that guy burning alive?
She's just gonna find a way to get him out of the cage, I guess. That's
I'll let your action be an investigation, see if you can find anything, because you're not really a lock picker.
Investigation. 15.
On your next turn, the lock doesn't look the most stable, so you can probably break it with a spell or something.
Okay, cool.
Chronos, it's your turn. Bandit Two-Face Dent over there is still alive.
Your acquaintance dented my armor.
Fuck you!
He's going to. He's going to walk through the embers of the once was greenery. And immediately there's a whirring sound of cogs and gears, and smoke starts billowing out of the vents as he enters his rage.
Okay, you enter a rage. Hit this poor victim at this point. Yeah, that will do it. That'll do it. Oh boy, and I think I gave you some fun shit, so. Does your level 3 abilities give you anything else?
Let's see, let's
Because,
see.
yeah, you in particular are a unique.
Well,
I don't think you get anything yet, because I think I lay that ability later, but yeah, you don't do any extra damage, right?
No extra damage yet.
So, yeah, you just decapitate this man in your metallic fury. As, you know, he's dead. He had 2 HP. You were killed him by 9 HP. Your rage killed him. The slashing damage was just insult to injury.
I looked at him angrily.
Yeah, as angry as you can. Anger mode engaged. Alright, Essiya, it's your turn. There is only one bandit left, and he does not like his odds currently.
Well, she's. Can she throw a dagger at him? Like.
You can. You just will get advantage, and you'll have disadvantage because it's within the edge of your range. So, like, 20 feet, you'd be no disadvantage, but you can draw it up to 60.
Can I?
You
I
can
was gonna
move.
say, can I
You
move?
can move up to 30 feet.
Because I would have her move, like, maybe right here?
Okay.
Does that allow for me to have better chance, or do I need to move
You
closer?
need to move 5 more feet.
Okay. Does that
Okay.
work?
Yep. Roll dagger. You do not get the attack because you did not beat their passive perception. They could see you.
I figured. Alright, so, rolling dagger. It's an 18.
That hits.
Okay. That's 6.
He's hurt. He's definitely hurt, but he's still alive. As you there's a dagger now embedded in his shoulder. It is his turn. All his work acquaintances are dead. He is outmanned. He's gonna do the only sensible thing a bandit could do in this situation: take the dax action and
Damn
run
it.
the fuck away.
Damn it, I should have said that she was gonna try to keep him from being able to run.
Okay,
I
effective.
thought about it, and then I didn't.
Unless someone wants to chase this last guy, combat's effectively over. Does anyone want to chase him?
now I'm pooped.
Okay.
No.
No, nobody. Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, never mind. Like, I would, but Essiya would not.
Okay, then yeah,
Wait,
you guys
that
are.
should teach him a lesson.
Repeat, man. I'm sorry.
I believe that should teach him a lesson.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Let's
You
roll
did great.
something. Okay, interesting. Okay, that'll be something for later. Anyways. So yeah, you four are all there. Gideon's still freaking the fuck out. Yeah, go ahead and RP as you wish.
You guys just see this tiefling woman just absolutely freaking out, fumbling with like the lock on this cage as she cast burning hands on the lock to like melt it.
I'd say if you angle that enough, that's enough to break it. It's not the best lock, so you break it and he's free.
Okay, okay, okay. And as soon as he's out of the cage, she like envelops him in a hug and she's like soothing the feathers on the backside of his head as she herself is trying to take really deep breaths.
Forgive me, by the way, for the animal noises you can probably hear in my background. I
It's only
have.
when you're talking.
Okay. Yeah, but anyways, you free him. He's like, oh god! Oh, I thought I was gonna die! I thought I was gonna die!
Yeah, you're okay.
Like you did it.
Ah! He's poorly intimidated by you,
Fret not, feathery child. We are here to help.
General charisma check.
Essiya's backing up.
Sylphin like protectively kind of like moves him like more further away in her arms as she just stares at you guys.
You know, Kronos, you're covered in blood. You're this like metal intimidated man with a giant umbrella axe. He's just like moves immediately behind Sylphin. Just like no hesitation, he moves behind her.
Told
Yeah,
you we
good.
should have
Good job.
kept that personality fixed.
We're working on it.
Right. Well, I thank you for beating up those guys. We should get going, right, kid? We should get going.
I need everyone to roll a perception check, by the way.
Will the passive work?
You could choose to
Just
have it
curious.
if you want to.
11.
Oi.
Okay.
I see.
You know what? I'll just go ahead and roll it.
And Essiya, you
Yes.
hear footsteps. Someone's approaching, and as you do, you see a hooded man. Like, definitely more under the 6 foot genre. Definitely a lengthy son of a bitch, and elements of pale skin. He's coming from where you were coming from, Sophie, a bit more to the east. Longish black brownish hair, but you can't really see his eyes. He's just, like keeping his hood down, making sure no one can really see him. Like see his full
Anybody
face.
know who the little guy is?
I come to find a new captive, and said I've found great incompetence.
Talking to.
No, he's talking to all of you.
No, I'm like turns to Kronos to say.
Kronos just metallic shrug.
But okay.
Those were my men you killed. They were to deliver me the child.
Ew, dude, that's gross.
He doesn't even react to that. Like, he's not dignifying it with a response. Perhaps we could come
Oh.
to an arrangement. Your 4 lives for the bird.
For what purpose?
So that he may live.
You
Essiya
gonna kill him?
and Sylvan, you get a weird, like, Sylvan, the way you describe it, you get a weird headache, the kind you have when you have your dreams. Essiya, you have a bit of a feeling of dread when you see this man. Something about his
She's
posture
already-
is horrifically familiar.
God. Essia's been quiet this whole time, and she's just like, eyes are glued on this man, and she wants to fucking leave.
Sylphin is very protectively keeping Gid behind her.
He gets a little closer. I assure you, this is the best deal you're going to get. The 4 of you for the 1 of him. Because I like this guy's you feel some necromantic magic on this guy. Like he definitely feels like he's exuding some necromantic magic.
I'm just kind of shivers and gives him a dirty look.
What say you? Will your pride be cause the death of this young child?
I don't even know this kid.
Don't believe we should hand the child over.
Clearly, you do not have good hearing under that helmet. I said your lies for the child.
This is not a helmet. This is my head.
He's, he's not. Yeah, he's metal.
Well, this way is a construct. Tell me, do you even have a soul?
We make that ship yet?
I am not aware of any soul.
Perhaps we can still discover that secret together.
Ew.
But what say you? My patience is as short as these men's lives, it seems.
I guess you have to make it 5. It's gotta come to.
He looks at the cannon. He doesn't consider it a person, so he has no qualms of agreeing to it, I guess.
It's my child. I enjoy.
Sylphin, Essiya, actually anyone, if you want to, you can roll me a General Arcana or Insight check on this guy if you want to like gauge like power or anything.
I'm
Arcana
gonna
only,
go
you
with.
said?
Terrible at this, but
Arcana
I'll
or
give it a
insight?
go.
I'm
Huh.
going with insight.
I'm too scared.
Yeah, that makes sense. Everyone else, this guy is a decently powerful mage. If it were to come to blows, you might be able to kill him. You don't know if you'll all survive, and that's assuming you guys would work together. Essiya in particular, with your fears towards particular necromantic magic, considering your past, yeah, this guy seems powerful. Like, this guy seems decently powerful.
She's the only thing that she's going to do is whisper or run.
She's whispering, run to who?
Just to. She wants to whisper it to. Like, she's hoping that the others can hear it, but she's honestly whispering it to the kid.
You guys' perception,
Because he's
Essiya
closest
stealth.
to her.
Okay.
Essiya stealth.
Oh.
You said Essiya stealth
Yes,
and
Essiya
everyone else
stealth.
perception?
Yes. Oh boy.
Damn it, if only
Too
that
far away.
was...
Everyone, okay. Everyone hears it, except, the kid does begin to bolt. However, Eladrin looks. "Oh, you think escape is possible. Allow me to alleviate you of that delusion." I need you guys to roll initiative again.
Consider.
I was so
Okay.
prepared to pick up and just run.
Unfortunately, he rolled a nat 19 on the die, so he heard it. There was no surprise where you guys could try and dash away. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Oh, Kronos, you're
No.
definitely with that hole, Kronos. That one is not doing you any favors.
Question. I have alert, and I don't know if it's adding the +5 to my initiative.
It is,
rolls or
because you have a
not.
+7 to it.
Okay. Okay.
You're just not rolling the best. But yeah, good news is you can't be surprised. So this guy doesn't get surprise round. You know, like even if he was sneaking up on you. All right. Time for you guys to fight the boss that it will take 8 of you to kill with what I have planned.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, look, out of game, not a lot of ways I can get people to go onto a ship willingly, unless, like, you know, like, leverage is applied. It's your turn.
Yeah, so, puts a leash on Nick, like, taps Cronus' shoulders, like, okay, dude, I don't want to die, and I'm too tired, so just, hey, I don't care.
Okay, you are surrendering. Okay, we're gonna mark you for non. We're just gonna mark you with this, so you guys effectively have surrendered. Sylphin, what do you do?
So,
Um, Sylphie. Sylphie is just the nickname she has. Sylphin, will run with, run up to Gid
Okay.
and just, she basically, she will lay her life down for this child.
All right, so you're acting as a human shield for him.
I'm a human shield for him.
You're a horn shield. Essiya, what do you do?
Hmm.
Kill, 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 kill. Stab, 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 stab. Eviscerate.
No, no. Uh,
Yes.
she wants to run.
You can make a wisdom save, or you can make a character decision.
I think a wisdom save will probably have to be what goes here, because yeah, she wants to run. She's like,
Wisdom save.
nope,
Wisdom save.
nope. That's a 14.
I'd say that's enough for you to at least, like, stand your ground and protect the kid. Like, it's a kid. Like, I feel like Essiya, like, based on their mentality, this isn't really going with any of their immediate triggers, and, you know, it's the kid.
Yeah, she's like, I want to run, but I'm gonna protect the child. At least in her head. She's not gonna say that out loud. She's really not talking.
Red rum emit.
Shh, shh, shh. She's just hushing.
Alrighty, so what do you do on your turn? You can surrender or attack this guy.
She. Hmm. She doesn't want to surrender, but she also does not want to attack.
What do you do then?
I'd say if she does anything, she might hold. She might hold attack.
Alright,
if
what is
anything.
the trigger for your held action?
Like if he tries to attack someone else.
Okay, it's his turn. He does see Sylphie's not surrendering, so Sylphie, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Con save, 19.
Good news, very good news. You're only taking half of this. Bad news. This still might one-shot you.
Can I, since he's
You
like
may attack.
trying to attack?
Yes, you
Okay,
may.
she's gonna throw a dagger.
Okay.
It's an 18.
As a reaction, as you throw the dagger, it stops mid-air as he casts a spell and it falls to the ground. Sophie. You take...
This is while he's trying to cast a spell too.
Technically
he can do two
speak-
spells at once.
You can reaction spell, yeah. That's been a thing I've been allowed in some of my games, so yeah. You
Oh,
guys
okay.
can... Yeah, as long as it's a reaction. Sophie, you should take 40 points of necrotic damage, however, you take 20 instead. And you were just
Fill
hit
up,
with this
baby!
necrotic field of power that reminds you of your dreams. Does anyone else wish to be so foolish? Chronos, it's your turn.
Kronos is going to step in front of the axe head will retract and the umbrella opens up as a shield.
So you're kind of defending in this situation.
Yes.
Okay, he has not made any attacks to but that's you're just gonna be human shield for that is your thing?
Yep.
Alright, you have
Would you say
surrendered.
human
So...
shield?
Would Gid keep running?
Yeah, he has been fucking running. He's bolting.
Okay. Where would he be now?
I'm trying to move him. Unfortunately,
On.
things being difficult.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, he's about here by now.
Um, I have never played this class before. Is it kind of like Baldur's Gate rules where like if I wild shape that I get the health, and if the health drops down to 0 I go back into
Yes.
my normal self?
So the way it works is when you wild shape, you take the form of the creature.
Okay.
You like get his HP. You keep your wisdom, your intelligence, and your charisma. You take the creature's physical attributes. You just have to keep within the limit of the wild shape transformations, which you're a level 3 druid, so it's very limited in what you can do.
Yeah, you have the wild shape transformations here.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna wild shape into a giant badger. I think that's what I can do at this point.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Giant badger.
Okay, you grow in. Alright, a giant badger is a medium creature, so you stay the same size. You have 13 HP. And what do you wish to do?
I'm still kind of like human shielding, just trying to like give Gid the chance to run away.
So you're gonna follow them and like just protect them?
Yeah.
Okay. Essiya, it's your turn.
You said I couldn't change into my thing, can I, giant? I figured it out. Never mind, keep going.
Okay, you're good. Essiya, what do you wish to do?
Essiya would follow them
Okay.
to like guard him, but also in a sense trying to flee.
Okay, move your token to where you want to be.
Probably. How far can I go? Let's see. Like here-ish. Has she seen druids and wild shapes
I would say
before?
with your history and just I would say I'd say that'd be decent enough common knowledge. I wouldn't hold that against you. I'd say that's
Okay, but
pretty.
yeah, she's well aware of what she is. She's not like terrified of that aspect, at least.
No, I think you've seen that stuff. Okay, so there we go. It's his turn. He sees that you only one of you surrendered. Apologies to the one who has surrendered. But unfortunately, it seems your companions have chosen to make this difficult. Now. Oh, you don't resist this. That's fun. Oh, I thought you resisted that. Oh well, I need everyone to make me a con save except for Gideon.
Motherfucker.
Everyone to make a con
Yes.
save except
Except for Gideon. Wow, I thought you resisted that.
So I keep my constitution, not the one on the badger sheet?
You the one on the badger sheet specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, you use the badgers because yeah.
I understand. 11.
Yo.
Chronos, you're fine. Essiya.
17?
Okay, so Slyphin is the only one who faces this. So I'm sorry, even with your expended HP, you're probably going to lose. That is going to be 23 points of necrotic damage. Now, you are also down. I'm sparing Nick this effect. So Nick is just guarding you, but obviously can't do much. Chronos, you take Chronos, you take you take 11 damage. Essiya, you take 5. I'm gonna see if he notices that. He sure fucking does.
Ah!
What are you to resist the pull of undeath? As he's more focused on Essiya, Chronos, you see your friend go down.
Fuck.
For the purposes of this, you are unconscious. Sylphie, your badger HP is 13, right?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you're down.
I'm down if
Yeah.
As I go down, I just say to Essiya, just protect him. That's all I say.
Okay. Chronos, what do you do with your turn?
Seeing go down, we are going back into rage, and we are going to reckless.
Okay. Rage against Rage in the Machine. Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
wow.
Whoa!
God.
That's insane! Matt! Who cursed you?
Okay, so I think he needs a dice purge.
Holy
Give me a
fuck!
second.
Yeah, do a dice purge. I'm gonna roll the
Nice.
C100.
Okay, that's
No!
better.
Okay, okay, okay. So, Matt, as you swing, you overswing as he ducks, and he holds his hand directly in your chest. Metal Man, you bull me. As he's going to be doing a shocking grasp as though it's a critical.
Oof.
That is 23 points of lightning damage.
I'm still up.
You're unconscious. Sylph, it's your unconscious. Essiya, it's your turn.
Uh, uh,
I was not playing for this guy to fight you guys, so fuck. Wow. The ultimate now one. What do you do, Essiya? Because Gideon at this point is, he's almost off map. One more turn, he's off map.
so she's like, well, I don't know if I can manage to protect him by myself, so she's just gonna use healing hands on
You are up by 3 HP, Sylphin.
Sylphin.
Yep, you're up by 3.
Yeah.
And she's also gonna keep following the kid.
Okay, move your token.
Yep. She's gonna be like, "You're up. Come on, let's go." To Sylphin, and then she just runs.
Alright, this guy is going to shocking grasp you, because you're an obstacle in his way. And he has advantage because you're made of metal, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you know, like, benefit to you being a construct. You are technically aware, so it's hard for anyone to ambush you. Downside, heat metal and shocking grass are your banes of your existence.
Owie.
You're down.
Shit.
As he begins to move closer to you guys. Chronos, you're unconscious. You're unconscious. Sylphin, you're up.
Sorry guys, I tried.
How heavy is Gid?
He's an Alloan, correct?
Lin boy, yeah.
And he's a
little guy.
teenager?
Teenager, yeah.
Let's see.
Could I pick him up? Is just
What
I'm
is
getting
your
at.
strength score? I need to know that.
What? Well, it's 13, but like I have a 1. The big number's 1.
Okay, so what's 15 times 13?
You were asking the wrong person for this one.
Alright, let's see. 150, 180. You can lift 195 pounds. He is an Alloan, so he's approximately 20 kilograms. Technically speaking, yes, you can pick him up.
Okay, does it cost an action to pick him up?
Yes, I would say it costs you an action.
So,
However, that being said, in order to get up from being prone, you,
okay.
so
So,
you'll have
getting
15 feet, yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying, like, because you have to get up, you have 15 feet, so you can only move up to 15 feet.
What if I dash?
That would take
That's
your
an
action. Yeah, I was gonna say that would get you up to Gideon, but that would be your thing.
I will dash to get up to him.
Okay.
Just abandoning these two.
I mean, you don't any game. I hate to say
We
it.
don't know them.
You don't
We
know
don't
them.
know them.
You look child. You don't
Mhm.
know them, and like probably yeah, like they helped you, but it's like get the child to safety. Like that, I know that's where your priorities would be. That's a character decision.
See. Uh, with my Circle of Dreams thing, it doesn't. Can I use it on myself? It says a
Post the
creature I
ability.
can see. But
Uh,
does that include
if I energy.
myself? It says a creature I can see.
Okay, you are fun. As a bonus, I use one. Okay, they didn't say other than yourself, so yes, you can use it on yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of them on one of my like things on myself. So what do I do? Spend a number of those dice. Okay. For the bunch, you can choose one creature and you spend a number of those dice equal to half of your turn level. So I only use one. Roll the spent dice and then what dice is it? It doesn't tell me.
Let's see. As bonus action. Oh, in spend number. Okay, your a number of d6s equal to. Okay, so you have three d6s.
3d6. Okay.
Yep.
3d6.
Okay, so
Six.
you gain 6. Okay, so you gain 6 HP and 3 temp HP. Alright, that is all you can reasonably do on your turn. Essiya, it's your turn.
She's not trying to fight this dude. She's just trying to protect the kid and run.
Alright, so you're just gonna keep guarding the kid, keep acting meat shield.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, after his turn, the kid will be off map. This guy. Let's see. Who is he gonna... no, I know who he's gonna go after. Essiya, you piqued his curiosity. Essiya, as you move, a skeletal, spectral hand reaches out in front of you. And I need you to make me an acrobatics check, because it's gonna grapple you.
Is it okay? Fucking hell.
And let me double check. Yes, you're a medium creature, so this will have advantage. Yeah, you're grappled. As the skeletal hand grabs you, and it begins to move you closer to him.
Oh, now she's panicking. Now
Gideon?
she's fucking panicking.
Yeah, actually, I need you to roll a wisdom save, because this is starting to strike up a few too many memories, considering your past.
Do you want me to GM roll that, or...?
No, public. I'll let you know when to GM.
Okay. It's a 15.
You're able to keep your composure because, like, the kid's getting away. The kid's off map. Slyphin, you see this person who like was helping you be taken by this guy by a spectral hand. What do you do?
As much as she appreciates it, her main focus is Gid, so
Okay.
she runs off with him,
Okay.
picking him up.
Well,
even though he's off map.
Session Zero's going to start off. Session 1's going to start a little different because I was expecting all of you to be captured. So, yeah. Essiya, you may roll an acrobatics check to try and get free.
Oh.
No, that makes sense. Even with the thing, the kid got away, but yeah, you're freaked. As you're brought closer to him, effectively combat's over.
Shit.
He's gonna look at you. You are not of the Shadow Kai. So why do you resist this power? Oh fuck, he knows. I thought you were all dead. Curious. How did you survive?
She will not speak because she is terrified.
To think I had two great prizes thrown into my lap. Truly, what is that more than divine providence? The hand squishes you and you are knocked unconscious. Like, I will say, like, it will knock you out. And you three are taken to a ship where when you awaken, you feel the rocking of the waves. Sylphin, you get Gideon, like, you eventually go where you don't see him and you don't think they're pursuing, and you guys calm down.
She is panting like crazy. She like picked him up as she ran off, so like he's in her arms. She was holding him close, and she's like,
What was that? What was that
I,
skeleton?
I don't know. Calm down, calm down. We're okay. We just we need to go find your mom.
What's gonna happen to those people?
I. She looks back briefly, and just keeps going. She's not running anymore, but she's walking now. She's just like, I I don't know.
Well,
I truly don't know.
we, that they that this isn't right. This isn't right.
It's okay.
No.
Everything will be okay.
No, no, it's not. They helped us, and are they gonna die?
They seem strong. I don't think they will.
That guy was stronger.
I know. I know. She is holding back tears because she doesn't want to freak him out more than he is.
We can't do nothing. They don't deserve that. They helped rescue me. They helped rescue you.
I know. What I think what we need to do is go return you to your mother, and we can go to the police. We can go to the guards. Anybody.
But that doesn't feel right.
I know.
They could die before then.
She feels guilty, and she puts him down and crouches down to his level, and she looks down and just, if if okay, if I agree to go back, will you promise me you'll go home?
He nods. He nods. You look. You just. You help all those animals. You can help them. I know you can. You can do anything. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right to leave them. Can I come with you?
She shakes her head. That man was after you. I don't know why, but you need to stay. You need to go home, and you need to be safe.
Persuasion.
Can my little guy help me out?
Yeah, he can give the help action. Like familiars are allowed to get the help action.
Persuasion. 11. I don't know how to roll his help action.
It just you take the higher number. That's it. That's what help is.
So
it just gives you
11.
advantage. You're lucky I rolled a natural 6. Fine.
Let's go.
Fine.
She takes his shoulders and she gives him a little kiss
Please.
on the top of his.
I'll take
Top
care.
of his
I'll take
forehead.
care of the sanctuary. Just. God, I don't even know what I'd do if it was my own family. Please, if you rescue them, tell them I said thank you. Please tell them I said thank you. I want to know I'm so grateful.
I will. You just go home, go to the sanctuary, make sure all of them are fed, make
I
sure
will. I will.
make sure make sure
Um.
the owl bears don't get into the food.
I'm gonna roll something for him.
Okay.
Okay, now that he's actually a calmer mind, he has to remember. They said, they said that I was going to be sold to that to a hooded guy who was paying them. If it helps, they said that they were supposed to bring me to a ship. I was fighting, and that's why they hit me, and that's why I yelled, and that's probably how you found me. Uh, I don't know anything else to that. They're just going to a ship. Um, something, just something about a sacrifice. That's all I know.
Okay. I I will do everything I can, okay?
Okay.
I will I will I will bring them back, and I will tell them that you are grateful, and then when I get back to you, I will cook you your favorite pie, and I promise.
As long as we share it. As long as we all share it.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. He moves back to in the direction of Ravencrest. Your Sabbath looks to you. There's a bit of pride in their expression. Concern, but pride.
As soon as Gid is just out of earshot and out of like seeing her, she just like she crumples in on herself. She's like, "I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm not strong. I'm not brave. I don't even know what that was. There was a big middleman, and then that."
Sabbath moves in front of you, and you feel you visualize something because you do have a connection. Like you would know each other. Feel you guys know each other's history, and you see your younger brother. They're thinking of your younger brother, and they're imagining you there to actually help them. And then it goes back to the current present day.
You're lucky. You're lucky. You are cute, Sabbat. We are going to save those people, and I need a hot bath after this.
It curls up and goes on your shoulder like a Pikachu. When you travel further, you catching them up is not too terribly difficult. You manage to find closer to where they are in the shore, and you see a decently sized ship. It looks like the spectral hand was carrying these people, and the little cannon that you heard was called Nick, I think, and they're being unloaded to the ship. There are many portholes and openings you can do.
Can I? I don't think it's one of my options, but can I wild shape into like a little mouse?
Yeah, they don't have a stat sheet, but yeah, I would say with a mouse is pretty hard to see in the forest, and they're not looking for that. So I'd say if you want to wild shape into a mouse, you can actually sneak onto the ship fairly easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape into a field mouse and just do that.
You dismiss your familiar, like, or do you keep them around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
So
I'll dismiss him.
with your pitter patter feet, you just like scurry up and like get into the ship. As it begins to set sail, the last thing you actually see are dark storm clouds ahead. You part of you I'm sure is like wondering why you're doing this. Like it'd just be easier to leave, but this is the point of no return, and whatever your motivations, whether it's Gideon's pleas, whether it's your own feelings of regret, guilt, or just maybe just the just maybe a good nature, you're here. The rest of you. You are taken to a brig. You definitely like wake up like chained. You see a few other people. Like bagged over their heads. One's a little small, one's of a medium height, definitely humanoid. Another two are definitely bagged over their head, humanoid looking. The only two that aren't bagged are a blue tiefling captain and a half-elf red-headed woman with brown skin. There, welcome to the Bachelor's Fortune. It appears the other few are unconscious, but yeah, you guys are here. Let me show you the art of this captain, by the way. He's chained up with you guys. Like, he's in a separate holding cell. The woman looks not plus at all. Like she looks like she's miserable, and not because she's in captivity. But yeah, he's like, she's like has this boisterous personality, blue tiefling, bit of a goatee look. Definitely not as fancy. His clothes are more dirty, but he definitely has like some golden rings over his right horn, elements of white in his slick back black hair. Definitely looks like a man whore. Just looks like an unsuccessful man whore. It's the best way I can describe this man.
Well,
Yeah, Kronos, you've never seen a man this flamboyant and possibly this sad.
that was.
Cataloging. Manhole.
I construct. I have not seen a lot of you outside of there. Welcome to my phone ship.
Yep, I knew it was him.
Why are we here?
Well, to tell that, to go to a tale, going back to your parents, you're here, the woman speaks up. You're here because a robed asshole decides he wants to sacrifice people to a shitty god. Crude as ever, but accurate.
And we are the sacrifices.
Most indubitably. Though me and her spared, thanks to my cunning, he sold people out. My cunning? Like, he's like serious, like, my cunning and ingenuity, you betrayed people. Meh. He just shrugs. Do any of you say anything to these new two people you've met?
Essiya isn't saying anything. She,
Fair.
like I said, like I've told you before, she will be nonverbal.
Okay. Kronos. You guys are both conscious. Like I said, you guys woke up.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Sorry, I cut out. But yeah, you're both awake. You see this again, man whore, as Kronos says, dump them.
You're right.
See, someone agrees with that. It's cunning.
No. Whore.
Where? I kid.
Yeah, okay.
No, but welcome to the Bachelor's Fortune. I hope you all have a plan, because our friends over there have been sedated for quite a bit, and, well, they're gonna blindfold you two in a bit, and it's all so lonely here outside of my daughter. Kill me. Yep, but as you guys sail, two things will happen. First, Essiya, you immediately go still as you hear the sound of thunder in the distance.
Son of a bitch.
And Sophie, as you kind of figure out where they're located, you definitely have some time to figure out how to rescue them. You have time to figure this out. There are places to hide, however, in that room you sense something similar to your dreams. You feel a calling, a sense to protect. Something in that room is calling that sense, and you know it's not any of your companions. You didn't feel that with them, but something in that room, whatever it is, it's related to your magic. It's similar to your dreams. That magical fey energy that you have come so accustomed to. A lesser version, but still a portion of the source. As well as in there, you feel this unnatural feeling to want to make sure that they make it out alive, whatever it is. You've never felt anything like this with this magic before.
Mhm. Mhm. I see.
Beep, 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 beep. That's just that's all you can say because you're a mouse form.
Yeah.
Beep 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 beep.
Um, am I able to like kind of, I guess, sense out where exactly it is? Just
Yeah.
like feeling
Roll a nature check.
nature check. I'm kind of good at those.
Yeah, let's call this nature because like that. Wait. Nature, but with wisdom as the modifier. So if you're proficient, roll wisdom plus proficiency, and if not, roll a wisdom check.
Hang on, I'm very confused now.
Sorry.
uh,
Okay, so are you proficient in nature?
I am proficient in nature.
So instead of it being intelligence, roll a wisdom check, but add a +2 to it because that's your proficiency bonus. I'm gonna say because that's your magic. I'm just gonna treat it like a proficient check with like nature magic, if that makes sense.
Yes, I understand now. Wisdom plus 2, 14, 16.
Let's see. Yeah, if you poke your head in to the left side of the room, to the left side of the room, you would see a smaller figure with a more whitish like tail. You can't see their face as they're bagged over, but that's whoever that person is. That small creature who's also captured next to a human-looking woman in armor. Again, you can't really tell. You can only just tell by body feature and like some stuff, but again, bag overhead. That's who it's calling to. They look unconscious, so they can't see you, but there it is. And with thunder in the distance, uh, days will pass. Like a day will pass as you all gain the benefits of a long rest. Sophie, you manage to stay hidden on
Thank
the
God.
ship, and whenever your escape plan enacts, they'll come. But until then, that is we're going to end your session 0.
Yippee!